So if you're thinking about moving to Bend, Oregon, and you want to learn more about a Westside neighborhood subdivision called Braeburn right off of Century Drive on the way to Mount Bachelor and the Cascade Lakes Highway, we're going to be talking about that in today's video. So if it sounds like it's for you, stick around. We're going to be getting after this neighborhood tour of Braeburn's subdivision right now.
If this is your first time on the channel and you'd like to know everything there is to know about living, eating, sleeping, playing, the good and the bad of Bend, Oregon and the surrounding areas, subscribe to the channel, tap the bell for notifications so we can share with you what the heck's going on around here. My name is Zach Nutter. This is Ryan Rudloff, both licensed brokers with eXp Realty in the state of Oregon. We've lived here for over 30 years and we absolutely love it. So whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. We'd love to connect with you. You can even schedule a meeting on our Calendly link right on the page. So that being said, we're going to get into Braeburn right now. We're going to show you around the neighborhood. We're standing in the park right now, so it's got a little community park inside of it. It's got a lot of trails, really neat craftsman cottage style homes. So we're excited to show you this neighborhood. All right, so we are in Braeburn like we talked about. We'll talk about the numbers of the houses real quick. So there's 71 home sites here, and prices range for the town. There's some townhomes in here that you can find for $500,000-$600,000, all the way up to $915,000 for solds. And then we had one home sale, or one active right now at $925. Average price per square foot, right around $485 per square foot.
So we are on the very west edge of Bend right now. In fact, we may be just right on that city limit line. We're right next to Tethero Golf Resort, just off of Century Drive. And so this is really ultimately the road to Mount Bachelor and all the Cascade Lakes recreation areas. It's probably 2 or 3 miles outside of Bend, albeit it's like in the city limits, but like all the stores and all the commercial areas are probably 2 to 3 miles away. So we are sloping upward towards the mountain foothills. And it's a very unique area. This subdivision was, I think it broke ground back in 2001. And so Bend is slowly moving west, like deep west. We're close to Widgie Creek's Golf Club. We're close to the Deschutes River right now. So as far as like location goes, it is prime with the brand that is Bend and all of the outdoor recreation opportunities that Central Oregon has to offer.
So we're really close to 2 golf courses as well. Tethero is literally right across the street. And then you've got Widgie, that's about 5 minutes down the road on the way towards Mount Bachelor. Really neat neighborhood, very quiet in here. As we were cruising down the street, we were walking in the middle of the road and there's just not a lot of cars coming through here. So really quiet, a lot of craftsman style, a lot of bungalow type style homes here. Small driveways. A lot of them have alley access where you've got your garages in the back. So that's a nice look where you don't have just a row of garages as you go along. The homes are a little smaller in here. There are some large homes, but in the last year, there's been 5 home sales. The average size of the home that sold was about 1,500 square feet, from like 1,100 up to like 1,900 square feet. And then the lot sizes are a little smaller. They're like 0.08 to 0.11 for the solds in the last year. So a little bit smaller. You go into Tethero and you've got quarter acre, half acre, acre lots. You go into some of the other neighborhoods around here and they have some bigger lots, but this is a unique little neighborhood. Not a lot of fences. There are some, but you see a lot of open space, side yards, stuff like that.
As far as the weather goes, we're after Christmas now, so we're almost coming up on like New Year's, which depends on when this video airs, but we're basically halfway through the deep winter season, November, December, going into January now, and it's been pretty mild so far. So a lot of people that are doing their research on this area, especially if they're from southern states like California or maybe Arizona or Texas or even Hawaii, they're always curious about what's the winter like. How are we going to adjust to the winter when it comes to moving to Bend full time? It's easy to come here in the summertime and visit for a week and enjoy the outdoor amenities and the weather and everything Bend and Central Oregon has to offer, but what is it really like to live here full time? And so we're going to get snow. It's going to come at some point, but typically speaking, it's going to be pretty mild. Right now, it's probably 45 degrees outside, a little cloudy today.
Oh,
but
here comes the car. We better get out of the road.
Get out of the road. Very manageable though. So again, the winters are typically pretty mild, and it's just not quite as extreme as maybe some people like to label it. And we're on the east side of those mountains as well, so we're not going to get the rain that say the Portlands and the Eugenes and other areas on the other side of the mountains get. And so it's pretty easy to manage the weather when it comes to the extreme climate of the winter time sometimes here in Bend.
So speaking of the winter climate, so in Braeburn there is an HOA, and it's I think it's $107 a month right now. That covers snow removal and park maintenance. So they come in, they take care of all the snow on the streets. You still have to do the driveway and sidewalks, but then they also have a little park that we'll show you that the HOA takes care of as well as part of those HOA fees.
Zach was talking about the size of the lots.
I'm dying going up this hill.
We're heading up the hill here.
I've been sick the last week and my lungs are a mess.
So the lots are small, right? And the houses are pretty small too. I think we said the range of home square footage is like as small as like 1,100, and they go up to maybe 18 to 1,900 square feet. The lots are pretty small as well. So being on the west side, this is Century West's neighborhood. I mean, most of these homes are going to be, what do we say, Zach, anywhere from like 800 up to maybe 1.1 in that range?
No, I think the houses in here, I think max out at like low nines, at least in the last year. Small sample size, there's only been 5 sale. I didn't sell. I didn't go back any further than that. But the active home listed right now is 925. Before that, the highest sold I could find was 915. So I think that's kind of the range. There are some townhomes in here that are in the lower. There was one that sold at 550. So you can find some more affordable housing on this side of town in the mid 5s, which is really rare to find something in this area at that price.
Yeah, that's the point that I was going to try and drive home too. It's like we're next to Tethero, where homes are probably at minimum 1.2 to 1.3 million, and they go as high as $3 or $4 million. But that's just right across Century Drive. We have Bachelor View Estates. It's now to our right, and those homes are in the $2 to $4 million range as well. So we are in a very prime area with very expensive housing. But right here in this particular subdivision, the price points are relatively affordable compared to the homes that surround it.
Yeah, and it's a great community. There's a ton of great trees in here, very mature. It's very quiet, like we talked about. We just saw some people cruising by, but everything's pretty tight. It doesn't feel like they're major roads. They kind of look like little small pathways almost, and then you've got some actual paths that run through the neighborhood. I believe, I don't know, Ryan, I haven't been up in a while, but are they building a path that goes all the way up towards Mount Bachelor?
I think
like a pedestrian path?
It's certainly been extended further up Century.
Yeah.
There's an asphalt path that people will basically do laps on their mountain bike. So they'll do the trails down, and then they'll get on the asphalt path and climb back up to wherever they parked, or maybe just do another lap or what have you. But yeah, they're definitely making it more accessible for all kinds of bikers, as well as people that are hiking out in the woods and stuff like that. We're close to Phil's Trail. We're close to a lot of the mountain bike trails that run along the Century Drive corridor as well. And then as far as like our location in terms of where we're at, and then obviously the deep west side, but we're probably, I'd say, about a 10 to 15 minute drive to maybe downtown, depending on traffic. About a 10-minute drive to like that 14th Street corridor where a lot of the restaurants will be on the west side of town. Probably a 25-minute drive to Costco, depending on the traffic. Probably a 35 or 40-minute drive to the airport. So it's a little bit off the beaten path, which is good for people that don't want to be right in the center of everything, but also want to be right at the gateway to all of the outdoor amenities up in the mountains.
Yeah, if you're thinking about something as like a second home or a vacation rental, this would be a great area because it's a little more affordable, but you're right next to all the outdoors and also right next to downtown. If you're looking to access a lot of the other amenities of Bend, like Ryan talked about, the airport, some of the shopping, different stuff like that, it is a little further away. But if you're looking as a second home, a place to come relax, enjoy the mountain, enjoy the lakes, the rivers, all of that stuff, this is a prime location.
There's some schools in the area. Summit High School is one, Pacific Crest Middle School, multiple elementary schools. I think Miller, High Lakes Elementary School, Seven Peaks is all within a short drive of where we're at right now. So there's plenty of schools with regard to the west side and serving this particular community.
Cascade Middle School is close by as well.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's a fantastic neighborhood. We really like it. I think we said, what, 71 home sites?
Yep, 71.
But it feels larger than that. But it's really private in here. You're right off of Cascade Lakes Highway, the Century Drive there, and you don't really hear the noise. I was thinking before we came in here that you might really start to hear the noise because of its close proximity, but you really don't. So great neighborhood. We enjoy it here. We hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If it's your first time, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, let us know what else you'd like to see. We're going to show you a ton of subdivisions, but we're also going to keep showing you more things about Bend. We think you guys might get bored if we're just constantly showing you subdivisions. So hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're still watching at this point, we appreciate you, and we look forward to seeing you on the next video.
When it's your time to reach out, it starts with you guys. Just like Zach said in the intro, you guys can call us, you can text us, you can email us, or even set up that Zoom through that Calendly link that's on the banner of our channel, as well as all the comment sections of our videos. Just click on that link and schedule a time that's convenient for you. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you, guys.